Hello to everyone, my name is Iliana Partida and now we're going to have a tasting with Hacienda Rio Verde. We have the three classes that requires a good set of tequila. We have the Blanco, the Rosa, and the Reposado. We're going to start, as every other tasting, with the elements that are going to be the evaluation of the tequila. So the first of all that we're going to see is the body of the tequila. If we move a little bit our glass, we're going to see that a crown is formed and that we have these little tears coming down that speaks about the body that the tequila has. After that, we're going to make a small evaluation about the aromas that it has, but you have to get to know your body so you can be able to detect which part of your nose is more sensitive to the aromas. For me, it's the left side, but you can make a small test so you can know yourself better. In this tequila, we have a strong sense of herbal. We smell green apple, we smell cooked agave, and a little bit of raw agave also, which speak to us about a citric-like tequila. Now we're going to compare these aromas with actual taste. Now, for every tasting, you have to drink it twice. The first is to prepare your palate to the alcohol, and the second one, you're going to leave the tequila a few seconds in order to detect if it is sweet, if it is salad, citric along the way, or bitterness when you drink it. Salud! The first sip and then the second, I left 2 seconds on the mouth so I can actually notice the complexity of the body. And then I noticed that it's a little bit of citricness around it. It's not sweet, but it's really complex because I feel it all over the place. Once I drink it, I sense it really smooth, but it has a really strong personality. So for the ones that want to also get to know the tequila, you can drop a few drops on your hand, and then you can smell your hand to actually notice if the alcohol evaporates or if it actually has a smell of agave. It can be cooked agave, it can be raw agave, but it has this herbalness that you cannot compare with another types of alcohol. So smell it and you must feel your hand a little bit of hydrated. It doesn't evaporate as quickly as any other type of alcohol. The next class of tequila will be the Rosa. This is actually a Blanco tequila that has a few weeks in a wine barrel. This will combine with our complexity of Blanco and will allow the tequila to take some notes of the barrel itself, but also of the wine. So as you can see, it has a slightly pink color with some golden nuances, and let's going to see that the crown is well formed, and now the tears come down slightly slower than the Blanco. This is because the oils that the barrel has will be combined with the Blanco itself, and then you can have a better body of the tequila. Now let's smell it. You can find the barrel, but really, really light. You can also find a little bit of citricness from the wine, which can be a little bit like cranberries or the oak itself, but on a slightly notes. Now let's drink it. This tequila is way smoother than the other. For the ones that find the Blanco really complex and probably too strong for them, this is a perfect choice because you will see that it's smoother, not sweet, but complex, and less citric than the other one. So it can be sip alone, or you can also find something that it can combine, like some kind of, probably some dessert that you can actually pairing with. Between every glass of tequila, you must clean your palate. This is because you have to be open to new aromas and obviously the taste. So we must have a cookie that is not that sweet, neither citric, so you can actually have like a balance in your palate, and after that, you must drink a few water so you can start all over again. Now, let's continue with the final class, which is the reposado. We're going to take our glass, we're going to see that the crown is well formed, and if we leave it a few seconds, we're going to start seeing the tears of the tequila. Now you will notice that this is slower than the other ones. This is because the barrel has more oils that will provide the tequila with more body and more complexity. This is why it gets slower as the time the tequila had in the barrels. Now let's smell. On this class of tequila, we find the barrel really strong. The oak is there, the caramel is there, and now we appreciate the tequila as cooked agave. Not that citric, it will be a little bit more sweet, and this is because the barrel and the tequila dance together for a few months, and it will combine all the oils and the color and the smell of a great wood with the tequila blanco. It's a really complex tequila because you feel all over the place, but it's smooth once you drink it. And let's take it another sip. On your next sip, you're going to feel it a little bit more sweeter than the first one. It's not as citric as the blanco. And you can taste like a nut, sense, almond, like dark chocolate, which you can also compare or prepare your tequila, prepare yourself a bunch of chocolates and actually pairing the tequila with. This is a more complex option of the three that we have in here, and I think the three of them are really different and really great by themselves. You can pair a tequila blanco with probably some shrimp, some fish, and it will be incredible. You can pair the rosa with a few desserts probably that may have some cranberries on it, probably some strawberries on it. And on the reposado, it has this strongness of the barrel that will be paired great with chocolates or probably some desserts, but has something almond or nuts on it. I think the three of them are great options. I will highly recommend any of the three classes of Hacienda Rio Verde, and please enjoy with your friends.